Digital transformation is not complete without the state-of-art product and solutions. With increase in work from home, long virtual meetings, noisy environments in home or neighborhoods, clarity in communication is very much essential. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next session of the 5G virtual conference, we have innovative AI technology for enterprise ClaerityAI product launch. ClaerityAI speech enhancement technology improves productivity by removing all unwanted background noise from virtual meetings. Wow, that is simply wow, actually. ClaerityAI recognizes human speech by the speaker and eliminates other noises in the background, improving the quality of all of your outbound and inbound voice conferences. ClaerityAI seamlessly integrates with various collaboration tools like Teams, Zoom, Google Meet, and similar tools, and enhance the voice quality by eliminating the noise distractions both at the speaker and the receiver sides. I welcome all participants for the ClaerityAI launch. So the issue of background noise due to work from home, learn or teach from home, virtual courts, virtual conferences, and telehealth needs to be said a big goodbye. Let me now invite Samir Mahapatra, Country Manager, India and SAARC regions, Aeris Communication, to deliver the opening note.
A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you so much for being part of this today. My name is Samir Mahapatra, and I'm the Country Sales Head at Aeris Communications. Aeris Communications over the last 2 decades has diversified from being a connectivity provider to machines to being the partner of choice for automotive, IoT, and telematics. The pandemic has posed great challenges and taught us newer ways of running our lives and businesses. To state the very obvious, technology has come to the rescue in so many ways, touching every sphere of our work and personal lives. We undertook a lot of studies and research over the last 1.5 years, understanding the core issues for the remote workers, and then invested ourselves in finding solutions that may make working from remote locations a little more productive and efficient, and a little more easy on the stressful life that was created by this pandemic otherwise. I am very excited and happy to be welcoming you to an exclusive launch of a very, very unique and innovative product that would potentially change the way we and our workforce operates today in the new world. The next R is power packed with eminent industry leaders sharing with us their thoughts on challenges and solutions of remote working. We also get to have a preview of what this product looks like, and some users talk about their first-hand experience of the solution. So sit back and enjoy the ride for the next 1 hour. Thanking you once again for making this day a real success. Thanks.
In a very interesting session, now just let's hear what some of the industry stalwarts had to say about the challenges of remote working when some of them were introduced to this new solution for cancelling noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on which time zone you're joining us from. My name is TV Ramachandran, and I'm President of Broadband India Forum, a think tank for digital transformation, which is totally dedicated to the cause of growing the entire broadband ecosystem in a technology-neutral and all-inclusive manner. It is one of our core beliefs that apps and innovation play a key role in augmenting both demand pull and usage of broadband, and therefore we have this as a prime thrust area of our activities. It is therefore a great pleasure as well as privilege for me to here briefly talk about one such innovative app being launched by Aeris to facilitate enhanced high-quality video and audio interactions. The corona pandemic of over 18 months now has, as all would agree, radically redefined the rules of social and business connectivity across the world and has surfaced a number of challenges and hardships to be overcome in these unprecedented conditions. At the same time, ladies and gentlemen, you would agree that this crisis has also unleashed and demonstrated the immense potential of digital services in a powerful and visible manner. The new work from home rules adopted by all of us as a tactical measure to ensure continuity of near normalcy in our day-to-day operations in these pandemic hit circumstances have actually provided a progressive fillip to digital India. And the government responded very well also at that time by revising its earlier policies for work from home to make it more user-friendly and implementable by all. In fact, I would say that the new policies are not only for work from home, but for almost from work from anywhere and everywhere. Going forward, this calls for crucial digital transformation of the entire underlying telecom infrastructure to raise it to the level of a strategic and efficient solution for all the people in the long run. With customer expectations and business models undergoing very significant changes in the pandemic impacted environment, the entire ecosystem will now need to adapt itself to a different mindset. One such adaptation of which all of us were forced to do is the use of collaboration tools to run our businesses as well as interact with our clients, partners, and even family members, and have social distancing, with social distancing forcing us to stay at home in lockdowns. While adapting this new normal of connecting with the world, it was challenging, all right. There were many issues faced, which are not only related to bandwidth. We all found the need for higher and higher bandwidth, and there's a big crunch because everybody was wanting the constraint of scarce bandwidth. But along with this, we also had, even when bandwidth was okay, we had voice clarity issues in audio and video conferences. Many a time, you would all agree, we have to stop and ask the speaker to repeat himself because he's not clear or there was too much background noise, etc. So this was rendering a lot of the interactions a bit frustrating. And we were actively seeking a solution to counter this problem. This is where Aeris entered with its latest innovation in speech enhancement called ClaerityAI, Clarity with Artificial Intelligence, a beautiful solution based on artificial intelligence, which looks for and uses the primary voice and takes away the adjoining noise. And the whole team of Broadband India Forum, we have adopted it, downloaded it, and using it for several weeks now. We are finding great merit in that because we have at least 2-3 video conferences a day, and we need to be very productive and efficient in these. While the team had no issues really as for installing the solution, I personally, I must admit that I had one problem when I initially tried to download it. But why I'm saying that is, it was so nice, I was so impressed with the Aeris technical support team. They immediately swung into action, diagnosed my problem, and sorted it out. And I must admit also that it was nothing to do with their solution. It was some problem at my end with some unwanted apps in my laptop, which were removed, and presto, it worked. So I'm very happy with this, and I must thank Aeris support team and Dr. Rishi Bhatnagar for the wonderful support they have given us to make our functioning easier and better. And I believe this technology addresses the needs of not one, but all enterprises for better communication in this multiple platform environment, and is a boon for all industries. It will transform IT and ITES significantly in their efficiencies and going forward. Many of these enterprises are moving their servers and working and software to the cloud, and it necessitates the use of new skills like this. So I'm very, very happy with this. I strongly recommend this for improving the digital capabilities of all enterprises. And not only for enterprises, for healthcare. Healthcare, as we all know, telehealth and online consultation, video consultation with doctors has become very commonplace. And even in rural areas, manifold increase has been noted in this. So is education, which had been disrupted pre-COVID. Teachers initially found it difficult to take classes online, but slowly picked up. And there also you need this sort of software to improve the quality of the classes. So we all have a great product before us, and I very warmly recommend Aeris and the team for this great benefit to society, and commend them for it and recommend it to all, one and all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patient hearing, and wish you a good health and a strong immunity. Bye.
A very good day to you. And I'm Professor Pratap Gupta, and I've been into healthcare ID for more than 25 years. And I'm thankful for Aeris Communication to have invited me for this launch, which I think is very critical for healthcare. My work in healthcare and digital health tells me that the use of digital tools for patient-doctor communication has gone up drastically during the last 2 years, at least thanks to COVID, which was earlier around 10%, is now around more than 80%. And this is a change which is going to stay with us. We got to be prepared. For a country like India and other LMICs, this is very important as a solution, of noise cancelling, if I were to call it. So if you look at the way today the consultations happen, on one side we have an issue with connectivity. On the other side, we have an issue of the background noise. And when we are talking about healthcare, when we are talking of a digital consultation, how it can wreak havoc, you can just understand from this couple of examples. One is that if we are capturing the patient's age, whether it is 13 or 30, it is tough if there's background noise. Now you move little ahead to diagnostics, and you move little ahead to prescription. Now look at what can happen. There is a terminology called LASA, look alike, sound alike. This is called LASA drugs, and medication error is one of the biggest challenges of the healthcare system. And all we do in a consultation is look at a patient, interact, try to get the symptoms diagnosed, and prescribe a drug. Now, an injection like Medsol injection is something that's used for treating acid reflux. And look if the things go wrong, because Medsol drug is used for something very different. If you look at another Capidex used for heartburn and Casodex for prostate cancer, just imagine what you could do. So this is a very major issue. If you are talking of online consultation, which is going to be a norm, patients are going to reach out to doctors are going to connect back to their patient talking online. I think this solution is very critical. I would go to the extent of calling it's a prescription for doctors to write a prescription, because if we don't do that, we're going to screw up, and no one wants to today get into the legalities of getting a wrong thing out. So I think this is a wonderful solution. I not only look for the healthcare industry to use it, but I also look at care seekers using it. And I am sure that, with an organization like this, which has always been at the focus of users' point of view, and when it comes to patient centricity, you will also be, practical in terms of pricing. So I look at a large scale adoption of this solution so that healthcare becomes more transparent. And given the fact that we are now moving towards natural language processing, where a doctor speaks and it gets transcribed into a prescription. So this solution is going to be all the more critical for medical practice. I think I'm pretty excited with this, and I'm going to personally use it in the things that I do in healthcare. And I would strongly recommend anyone who is into healthcare should look at this solution and also start implementing this solution. I wish you all the very best, and thanks for coming out with a very useful product for the healthcare industry. Wish you good luck. Thank you.
For the last 2 years, Corona had shut us off in our homes. Thanks to the visual medium, the courts have continued hearing the important matters. I shudder to think that if the visual medium had not been invented, the only other option was to shut the courts for 2 years. Visual medium has kept the wheels of justice moving but with some embarrassing or funny moments. I remember in one case, when the council was arguing, his wife chose to stand at the door at that very time and shouting at him, yelling at him, made demands on him, and blamed him for many things. The advocate several times gestured her to stop. She did not take the clue. The counsel could not mute himself because he was arguing, and therefore he had to suffer the public viewing of what his wife was saying, to the amusement of everyone and embarrassment to him. In another occasion, a dog chose to bark repeatedly during a hearing. The counsel was an elderly person. His clerk had gone out, and the counsel did not know how to mute himself. Such incidents can be replicated. But then they do point out the need for further innovations, particularly as to how the background noise, may it be of the wife or the other, can be eliminated. I hope something will come up to fill this gap.
Hello, friends. I'm Professor Sandeep Sancheti, Provost and Vice Chancellor of Marwadi University in Rajkot, Gujarat. I've had an experience of being a Vice Chancellor for last more than 14, 15 years, heading many different institutions of the country, including 7 NITs. Some of them are very prominent ones, and also a School of Planning and Architecture, and the Manipal University in Jaipur, and also the SRM Institute of Science and Technology before taking this new assignment in Rajkot. I'm also the past president of Association of Indian Universities, and I'm also the current member of association, executive member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities, London. I'm a technocrat by my education, and I push changes and the use of technology in higher education space in a very big way. Very nice to meet you all. Pandemic, as all of us know, has been very, very unpredictable. It has impacted almost every sector or every section of our life. And so is the case with the education. Pandemic has affected education much more because education typically was a model where the education delivery was in physical mode. But all of a sudden, we had to change everything. We lost contact with our people, we lost contact with our students. And the real challenge was that none of us were prepared for that. The teachers didn't know how to deal with that. The technology was not available, easily accessible, or the training was not there. If it was there, but the training was not there. And all in all, the mental makeup was not there that you do education in that frame. So this was what we can say was the challenge with the pandemic, beginning of the pandemic. The initial reaction was of shock, or it was of jerk, in the sense that they were being pushed into that and they were not liking that. But slowly and gradually, they understood the importance of it. Slowly and gradually, they started understanding and delivering and using it effectively. It was important, and that's why people accepted the change also, because without an online method or blended method or a new method, education would have come to standstill. And no one would have liked that people lose one full year of education or one full academic year. So keeping those factors in mind, the change got acceptable in the minds of the people. And that's how today it's now fully, you can say, rooted that education delivery can be both online mode, offline mode, blended mode, physical mode, non-physical mode, symmetrical mode, asymmetrical mode, It can be synchronous and asynchronous mode. Various things are now possible. People are now ready for such changes in education also. And another challenge which obviously each one of us face is when we connect through these kind of modes, sometimes the audio quality is not good, sometimes the video quality is not good, sometimes the lighting is not good. But the most irritating obviously would be the voice. That if the voice is not heard properly, the audio is not very clear, the whole purpose of attending the class or the session gets lost. So I think those challenges were common and were faced by teachers as well as students. The other thing, obviously, is the quality of voice, quality of video. That's always a challenge, even in a normal setting, particularly in Indian context, where the connectivity will be of different kind and delivered in a different way. The third thing is the board work, which sometimes is required, let's say in mathematics or in some special subjects of drawing, etc., was difficult to deliver because you cannot easily translate that into a screen picture in a live mode. The fourth thing, obviously, would be the control over the muting and unmuting of various users, because they will create secondary noise or secondary inputs to the classroom sessions. And then, of course, the echoes and other things based on the system performance will also be there. All in all, there were plenty of challenges, and those challenges were mitigated by the technologies over a period of time through agencies like Aeris, who have come out with their solution, through other edtech companies who have come out with some other things that you can control the bandwidth, yet deliver the quality of education, quality of classroom teaching. So yes, challenges brought more solutions, and that's why we can say that today we are enriched in terms of mixed mode of teaching. Trends for me are very positive in terms of educational space, because education for long was not very keen on use of technology. They were maintaining status quo. They were one of the sectors which was least receptive to use of technology for whatever reasons, right or wrong. But pandemic has ensured that the change becomes a constant, or change becomes a permanent change now. It is something like that closed mindset which we had, most of us had, probably got opened up because of the external forces and conditions. And now this kind of environment which we are seeing is giving us more value. If I probably see the technology supported model can bring down the cost very, very easily, as we have seen in the case of all mobiles and automobiles right from inception. Technology can also make, use of technology can also make, you can say, reliability higher, reproducibility higher, repeatability better. If you are asking me to repeat the same lecture to 3 classes, I'll find it very hard in the 3rd class, but technology will allow me to repeat it very easily. Number 4, you can say upgradability can be very, very high, in my opinion. And so on, so forth. You can say technology gives you all those features where you can improve yourself very, very nicely. And also, what you can do is save a lot of time and integrate many modes of teaching learning, which in a classroom environment was not possible. For example, agencies like UGCs and AICTs and other institutions and councils of the country are openly embracing such models. Extent may vary, that what is the extent you can use it. But the most beautiful thing of all these changes is that a student also would be able to decide in what way to learn. Right now, it's only institutions and teachers deciding. In the end, with the technology coming in, students will also be deciding in what way to attend such certain classes and what other way for other classes. So it will be a student-centric education because of the changes which pandemic has brought and the technology is supporting.
First of all, Rishi, thank you for having me here. And huge congratulations to you and the entire team on the launch of your enterprise vertical solution. And these are tremendously exciting times for the tech ecosystem, and especially the Indian tech ecosystem, because I do believe that the Indian tech ecosystem is fueling a large part of the world's innovation. I also believe that this is a very interesting time for the tech SMEs in India. I mean, till now, if you look at it, the tech SMEs have accounted for around 1/5 of the overall revenue pie that the tech industry contributes, the Indian tech industry contributes. But I do believe that if you look at the opportunities ahead, and if you look at the changing expectations that customers have, this is a tremendous opportunity for our SMEs to leverage the differentiation that they bring to the game to leapfrog. And when I talk about the differentiation that you bring to the game, I'm talking about the ability to move with agility, the ability to be much more nimble, to change business models, to change even sometimes priorities or focus areas, so that you can quickly move from something that's may not be working as well to another area which has tremendous tailwinds. And I think that's the need of the hour. If you look at the changing expectations, if you look at what is needed for winning in this hyper digital world, you need a much more customer-centric business model. And this is where I strongly believe the SMEs have a huge advantage. But there are a few areas that I think we have to get right. I mean, traditionally, the focus on talent within the SMEs is something that has worried me tremendously. I just don't see enough of it. And in today's world, a world where technology is fast getting democratized, it is your talent that will be your biggest differentiator. It is your talent that will determine whether you have the ability to be more innovative, whether you have the ability to develop solutions that your customer needs to meet their needs better than your competition or not. And are you investing enough in developing, in growing your talent? Are you investing in getting the right people? Are you investing in keeping the good people? Are you investing in skilling your people? I think these are all questions that our SMEs have to deliberate and have to put a premium on. And I think the second area where we need to do much more is leveraging the power of partnerships. Today, it's all about co-creation. Scale depends, especially when you're talking about global scale. It has a direct correlation with your ability to build strategic partnerships and fully leverage these partnerships. So I think these are two areas that I would love to see our SMEs do much more in. So I do hope that we can use it to the fullest to make this not just India's decade, but also the decade for Indian tech SMEs. As NASSCOM, we are absolutely committed to the cause and 100% behind the community, and looking forward to working with the community to ensure that we leverage every single opportunity to the fullest to unlock the growth potential that we see ahead of this ecosystem. So once again, thank you for having me here. Wish you all the very best and look forward to the journey ahead. Thank you.
I want to thank TV Ramachandran, Professor Rajendra Gupta, Shri Alok, Kumar and Sandeep Sancheti for their comments. I now invite Marc and Rishi for the formal launch of ClaerityAI.
Welcome, everyone. I'm happy to have you here today at the launch of our exciting new product, ClaerityAI. ClaerityAI is something that we've been working on since the beginning of the pandemic, as we have been focused on the productivity of our end user customers and actually our own people internally. It's an innovative solution where we are providing the ability to suppress noise, which helps both the listener. So when you are listening to a conversation, you can filter out noise. Or if you're in a noisy environment, you can filter out noise for others to help them listen and focus on what is being said. We're incredibly excited about this product. We're making our worldwide launch here in India, and it's an exciting day for us at Aeris. We look forward to working with all of you on this exciting new product, and our team will be working together with you to deploy this product within your organizations. Thank you so much for attending, and we look forward to collaborating with you on this product in the very near future. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Rishi Bhatnagar, President Aeris Communication. I'm really delighted today when we are launching formally our new product, ClaerityAI. First of all, I'd like to thank Sir T.V. Ramachandran, the Honorary Fellow of IET, President Broadband, and a person known in the telecom industry and the telecommunication policy making to the whole world. Rajendra Pratap Gupta ji, we all know he was the part of the national education policy. He has been the advisor to the Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Alok ji, he has been a senior advocate. Sandeep Sancheti ji, Vice Chancellor of multiple universities, currently looking after the Marwadi University, and Debjani Ghosh, President NASSCOM. I'm really thankful to your encouraging words and your guidance. You know, in March 2020, when the pandemic started, pandemic and the lockdown started, it was a tough thing for all of us. We all were stuck to home, and we had to ensure that the productivity improves, the productivity continues. My children were studying from home, so the learning became home. Work from home, everything was virtual. I participated in so many conferences, speaking on a virtual platforms. So from work, learning, conferences, codes, everything was virtual. Necessity is the mother of invention. And that necessity or the background noise that used to come every time when we were, working from home or learning from home gave us an idea that how can we work on a new solution, a new technology, innovative solution, which can work using the artificial intelligence, use the primary human voice, and stop and cancels all the noise around it. Okay. So, that was the idea, and we started working on it. So, you must have noticed, so if you're carrying a pen and somebody is on the call and using this like this, I'm sure you must have heard these kind of noises. Or there is a piece of paper and somebody is going to make something like this, and you're going to hear that. I'm sitting in my room where there is a television, and now I'm allowing this television to be on. See, it is at the highest voice, and there's a news coming, and you can see and you can hear the noise. Now I'm going to use ClaerityAI. I'm switching on the ClaerityAI, and I'm sure the amount of voice at the highest voice of the television has now reduced, and I'm assuming you must be hearing my voice clearly. Now the same paper, and I'm going to press it again. And I'm sure you might not have, or if heard, must be very same pen at the same distance. This television which was running around behind me is hardly 2 feet or maybe 1 feet at a highest 50 volume speed. So we have been able to do this, and we worked on this. We conducted a survey of 500 plus CXOs, IT heads, business heads in different multiple industries, IT, BPO, healthcare, education. 100% participants of those 500 confirm that they are having audio and video challenges when they are on these calls. And approximately 5 out of every 6 are looking for a third-party noise cancellation software, which was very, very encouraging for us. And you must have seen, we have been able to develop it. Many of them, we had a lot of discussions We did it. The software is downloaded on my laptop. Okay. So it is downloaded on my laptop. It has no interface with the outside world. It is not on cloud. It is not on cloud. It is not recording. It is not saving any data anywhere. Okay. So it is highly secure. We tested it. Our CTO, Mrs. Syed Zain Hussain, has given an audio interview on the quality of testing and the quality of security, the level of security we have achieved on the software. We have a white paper on our website, which we have, which you can download and read. Give us more feedback. If you think, you feel you require something more, we'll be more than happy to take that feedback and come. Since last 3 months, we allowed or we requested many companies, mostly in the beta version, to test it for us. I'm very, very thankful to all of them. Some of them are friends, some of them are existing customers, some of them are just known companies to us. We just gave them and asked them if they can test it for us. They have tested it for us. They have given us a lot of good feedback. We implement that feedback, and today we are going to hear from many of them how was the use, what was the gain, how their customer experience improved, how their internal meetings and productivity improved. And I'm really very thankful for them because of their feedback and also those 500 survey results, we have been able to improve this particular product. I'm formally launching ClaerityAI. I request all of you to please go to www.clarity.ai and download the software free. It's a trial. Please try it. Please let us know what the feedback. And after a few weeks, we can talk about whether it's providing you value and how will you like to use it and how will you like to take it forward. I'm again very thankful to all my colleagues, all my customers, all of you who have participated, gave us encouragement, gave us your views and feedback and guidance so that we can improve. The customer-focused DNA of Aeris has come out with another innovative technology which will help the way the future of work will be. We all will have not 100% office, but hybrid or always working from home. So from work from home, from conferences, from a video platform, from teaching, from learning, teaching and learning from your home or other places, not schools and institutions. That's the way the future is going to be, and also the course. I look forward to your feedback. I'm really hopeful that's going to provide value. We have worked hard to come out with this innovative idea and technology. I hope this will be productive for all of you. Thank you very much and look forward to getting more and more feedback and your user experience using ClaerityAI. Thank you.
Different industry teams use ClaerityAI as a part of the beta release. Let us hear from them how ClaerityAI provided value to them.
Hello, my name is SHEKHAR and I am the country head and director of the Institution of Engineering and Technology, the IET. We are an organization headquartered out of the UK. I take care of the South Asia business of the IET. It's a society for engineers, professional society for engineers, and we work with a large number of engineers across the world. Today, I'm here to talk to you about ClaerityAI. Now, we have been exposed to ClaerityAI recently by Aeris, and we have been using, me and my team have been using ClaerityAI for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and we have seen astounding results. Now, with the pandemic, a lot of our work, including our work in the office, as well with a large number of volunteers spread across the country, we have been using online tools, meeting tools, video tools to conduct work because we have been working from home. But it does pose challenges as we work from home. One of the biggest challenges is sound. There is sound from homes, there is sound from your immediate surroundings. As the lockdown slowly eased off, traffic sounds started to come through. In my case, in my building, as it turns slightly towards the evening, there are lots of kids who come out to play, and there is a lot of screaming and shouting of young kids, which is happening, which were a huge distraction when we were working here from home. But with Clarity AI, we have seen astounding results. Suddenly, all those sounds vanish as far as the person on the other side of the screen is. I still do hear them because they're happening in my vicinity, but the people I'm speaking to suddenly do just hear my voice and nothing else, because that's what Clarity does. It takes away all the ambient noise and just keeps focus on the person who is speaking. So it's been great. We have really enjoyed using Clarity AI, and we hope that it will continue to give quality to online interactions as it goes along. So it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you.
I'm SHALEJA. I'm working as a senior CATI manager in Seawater News Services Limited. We have a call center with a capacity of around 100 people in the office, and we do calling process in almost all the languages spoken in India. And other than that, we also do the calling process for countries around the world, which include US, Canada, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and all that. So once the COVID was there, calling became a challenge for us because it was not easy to provide the callers with the infrastructure which we have in the office. And that was a real challenge for us. But we had done a lot of homework in that, and we had done a lot of pre-planning. So we could manage our callers to call from their homes, respective homes, and do the calling process for us. So there was an issue both in the office and from their homes. That was the background noise, which was disrupting the calling process, both on the part of the responder as well as on the part of the researcher. And that used to increase the call duration also, because repetitive things, repetitive probing and repetitive questions and repetitive things, both on the part of the responder and the researcher, used to increase the call duration. So then the Aeris introduced us with the Clarity AI software, which we took as a trial in our office, and we installed the software in our systems. And I'm really happy about the fact that that has really helped the calling process to have a smooth run, because earlier the noise disruption was a main cause of concern for us. But now once we have introduced this software in our system, that problem has actually almost eradicated from the calling process. And now that has helped us to reduce the call duration, and thereby providing more efficient work and more efficient calls, because earlier it was difficult on the part of the responder, the researcher, and our auditors to judge the calls and to give their feedback, because they had to repeatedly listen to the calls because of the noise disruption. But now things are better. There is no noise in the calls, and we are having a smooth calling process, and it has really become a boon for our calling procedure.
Hello everyone, and I'm Nilay Mehrotra. I'm the founder and CEO of Janani.life. We are a venture capital funded startup into sexual and reproductive health. COVID have been a blessing in disguise, as well a big problem for us when everything went at home, working from home, and everything suddenly made a shift. For us as a new startup which recently raised a big funding, and then suddenly the second wave comes into our life, and we all have to move back to our home and start working there. Meetings became a big problem for us, managing so many people. Suddenly, our employee was like from 3, we became about close to 40 people, and managing 40 people and doing meetings with the investors when we are pitching them. Work from home became one of a problematic, major problem which we started facing. Then we were introduced by Aeris Communication to something called Claerity, in which Dr. Rishi, who is also the president of Aeris, asked me to test this out. So with a lot of excitement, we downloaded this software, which recently also came for our Apple and Mac, and we started using it. As I'm a big fan of myself an AirPod, which has a noise cancellation, but I never thought that there will be some product which will be used as an extension to different virtual meeting products, and we will be able to reduce whatever noises which we get, which generally becomes most of the time when you're pitching to investors, you're talking to VCs in US, it become a lot of embarrassment. So I think Claerity has helped us a lot, more specifically to onto our salespeople and me personally, when we are talking to our stakeholders, investors, or pitching for our next round, or even talking to our team. So I think that is one of a major revolution which we see Aeris Communication is bringing into software, which till now was only known, for a matter of fact, only in AirPods Pro. So yeah, that's what I wish Aeris Communication best of luck, and I hope this product becomes much more successful and reach to the masses.
Hello everyone, I'm Shashank Padhya from Balkan Nutrify. So we are a health and wellness company based in Mumbai, and we primarily help people with their diet and advisory services through our team of dietitians. So now with the onset of pandemic, we've seen our entire business model change. And in fact, our entire ways of working have changed in the last 1.5 years. We've had to keep our clients' centers closed and move from an in-person consulting mode to a 100% online mode. So while this was a big challenge initially, it has also opened a lot of opportunities in terms of expanding our geographical reach beyond Mumbai. So at the same time, working from home through an online mode has had its own set of challenges. This is precisely where we see an opportunity to bring in this product Claerity, which we feel should help us offer the same levels of service. And our initial experience with this product has been very good during the pilot. So from all of us at Balkan Nutrify, we would like to congratulate Aeris Communication for this product launch and wish more such innovative products from Aeris in the future. All the very best.
My name is Dr. Rahul Singh. I'm professor at Birla Institute of Management Technology in Greater Noida. We are a business school. Because of the COVID, we have come across many disruptions. Our classes have gone online, activities have gone online, and most of the time we had to take our classes from home. It is very recent that we started coming to institution. However, we are still taking the classes online. So the online challenges are very clear. You have background noise. You are sometimes disrupted by the noise coming from different terminals within the class system. We have some kind of special noises coming out of the echo and so on. So there are different kind of challenges that we have faced. And over a period of time, I think things have become better. But when I learned about Claerity and Aeris introduced me to Claerity, that was a great chance. And I really thank Aeris Communications for that. We have been in touch in past. And so I learned it as one of the first users or client, whichever way we call it. I benefited out of it. And the reason is because it offered me silence while I'm taking the class, offering lectures, creating my discussions in the classroom at different platforms online, right? So I think this was a great innovation. This was needed much. Even if we are going to reduce our online presence after COVID, I think these kind of instruments are going to be useful because online classroom engagement is going to be permanent engagement. Some or the other part of our classroom interaction or simulation or discussion is going to be online, right? So thank you very much, Aeris, for introducing this. This was a great innovation, problem solving of industry in a great way at very low cost. Thank you so much.
Myself, Professor S.P. Agarwal, Principal, Ramanujan College. Today, I will be talking about a software which was recently shown to me as a curtain raiser. Well, friends, all of us are engaged in teaching and learning research online. And most of the time, we are facing several problems of noise in the background. So this software, which is known as ClaerityAI, will take care of that noise. And I think this can bring a revolution in the market because in the education, education space, this is the key problem while taking the classes, while doing the meetings, while holding the specialized lectures. And Ramanujan College, besides teaching, is a teaching learning center of Ministry of Education, imparting training to 120,000 teachers. So for us, it will really be a boon in the coming times. Thank you very much.
Hi, myself Himanshu. By profession, I'm a chartered accountant and the founder of Tax for Wealth. It's one of the edutech company. We are dealing with the knowledge technology. We are providing lots of knowledge to the market, and we are using lots of other software to record the video. So after this pandemic, we faced lots of problem in the technology side, and when we start the recording, we face lots of problem when you are going to record the things at your home. So pandemic में लेकिन एक चीज अच्छी रही कि people are ready to accept digital world. In the digital world, people are ready to learn from digital world, and they are ready to pay the amount digital also. But during this period, we face lots of problem when we are going to record this session because we have a lots of partner. They are recording the videos from the home offices like that. So we are facing the problem when there is some noise is coming. Let's assume anyone come in and enter into the room, and some kids is coming in the houses. So the multiple noise is coming. But any know-how we got the information about the ClaerityAI, that is the product of Aeris communication. We start using this product in the trial basis, and it's a really very nice product. And the beauty of this product, if anyone come enter and start speaking anything, the noise is coming to the backside, the voice is when going to communicate to the system, only your voice is going to communicate. Other voices is going to reduce approximately 95% to 98%. That is really great idea, great product when you're going to shoot from at your home or at your business site. You are going to interact with the multiple people. There's an option of the speaker. In that case, if you're going to activate this tab, so other noises is also going to reduce from the other side. That is, I think, one of the most important feature when you're going to interact with the other people. I think if you're not using this product, you must try it. And if you find it's good, must subscribe and use this technology and communicate with the other people also. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am Gaurav Mishra. I have been associated with IIT, JEE and NEET coaching for the last 15 years. And I also run a CBSE school for the last 12 years. Since we were caught in this pandemic unprepared and nobody thought that the devices we will be needing and how, and nobody was trained to do it. So people just started doing it. There was no other choice. But as we moved forward, we realized that the lacunas we were facing, the teachers, they had to teach from their home, and not everybody has a private space. There is a family, there are kids, and even at the children end, there would be brothers and sisters who would be studying in the same room, and nobody was prepared for that. So sound disturbance was a major issue. Then we came across this ClaerityAI software. As we were experimenting other things, we also went ahead and tried this, and it really helped the productivity of our students and the concentration of the entire process from the teacher's end and from the student's end. So this Clarity AI-based technology or the software has really been handy for our students in the school and as well as the teachers. Going forward, when the government allowed offline classes also, so the teachers would need to come to school also and take online classes also. In school also, there is a limitation. Everybody has to sit in the computer lab and take online classes. So again, the voices would clash. So this concentration, this ClaerityAI software, again, helped us a lot in trying to achieve what we have to buy online classes. So I highly recommend Clarity AI software to all the users who would like to enhance their quality of education in the online mode. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ajay Gupta. I head the sales and strategy for SCS Tech India. We all have been going through a difficult time for the last around 1.5 years, and this pandemic doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Now, this has brought a lot of changes the way we do our day-to-day activities, whether professional or personal. One of the challenges that we all have been facing is how to do our remote meetings or VC at home without any interruption. Often when we are doing these type of meeting, we come across background noise, distraction due to unclear sounds of the speaker, and which leads to a lot of repetitions. This has an impact on your concentration and thus overall productivity at the end gets impacted. So I was looking for an effective solution for a long time to these problems. Then Aeris introduced me to their latest innovation in noise cancellation based on artificial intelligence technologies for enterprise. I downloaded the free trial version of a product called ClaerityAI, and trust me, the ease of download and quick installations was very smooth, and I was really amazed. Now I have been using ClaerityAI in all my meetings, which happen on multiple collaborations platforms. In my experience, not only has the voice quality improved on both the speakers and listeners' end, this technology also suppresses the background noise of loud music, TV sounds, or the kids demanding attention during the evening meetings with international clients or partners. I also found that ClaerityAI is GDPR compliant. All my call data remain in my system and not in any cloud. So I am now a happy user of ClaerityAI, and without hesitations, recommend this innovative technologies to all the working members of my family, friends, student, my fellow co-workers, and the entire IT fraternity. Thank you.
My name is Ganesh Shankar. I'm the founder and CEO of LuxGen Technologies. We are a water intelligence company, and we have a team of 20 people in India. And we have been working around even during this pandemic through online communication using various tools. In fact, during the same time, I also became a father. Around just about the pandemic, I became father, and I have a toddler who makes a lot of noise all the time. I was always concerned how my team would react and things like that. And ever since we got introduced to Clarity AI, my team is not even able to hear all kinds of noise my son makes. So this also gives him freedom to be himself and I be myself. I've really enjoyed this discussion after having Clarity.ai, because even my team has been able to have clarity in communication. We don't have to say, can you hear me? Can you hear us? We start the communication immediately. And I also have seen that the type of noise that used to come in some of the meetings when people are actually in an environment like I have has completely reduced. So this has made our work also very effective. And we have been able to enjoy great conversation despite all the noise around. So I am very thankful to Aeris Communication for giving us this opportunity to try Clarity.ai at a very first run. So thank you so much.
Clarity AI has been a wish come true in my life. As a professional video content creator, I've always wanted multiple tools to enhance my videos, and Clarity AI is the top tool that helps me create videos with absolute voice clarity, be it recording over a Zoom or just recording using my laptop and webcam. Clarity AI has always working in the background to help me craft crystal clear videos. Also, as a mom entrepreneur with a toddler and a dog, working from home poses additional challenges in terms of background noise. And thanks to Clarity AI, I no longer apologize to my clients and teammates for the excited screeches from my daughter or loud barks from my dog. Thanks to Aeris for coming up with this amazing product right in time when working from home is becoming the norm. As I'm talking to you, I can vouch that there's so much background noise with, with honks in the street, and also from the kitchen and my family talking in the background. If you can't hear any of that, so Clarity AI is working really well. I would strongly recommend this product for all the working professionals today.
मेरा नाम भूपेंद्र नाथ पांडे है। मेरी कंपनी का नाम मैनेकल टेक्नोलॉजीज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड है। मैं कंपनी में एज अ सीटीओ रोल प्ले कर रहा हूँ। जब 2020 में मार्च के महीने में सडनली लॉकडाउन हुआ, तो उस टाइम पर सारी कंपनीज की वर्किंग या हम लोगों की पूरे टीम की वर्किंग या हमारे कस्टमर्स के साथ जो इंटरेक्शन हुआ वो सारा ऑनलाइन हो गया। जनरली ऑनलाइन के लिए हम जूम और गूगल मीट और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम का यूज करते ही हैं। तो इस केस में, लॉकडाउन के केस में, जब हम अपनी टीम के साथ मीटिंग्स कर रहे होते हैं या मेरी टीम कस्टमर के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर रही होती थी या मैं खुद कस्टमर के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर रहा होता था, तो उस समय घरों में कुछ बैकग्राउंड नॉइजेस का बहुत बड़ा इशू आता था। कई बार घरों में जब हम मीटिंग कर रहे होते हैं तो कई बार खाना पकाते समय कुकर की सीटी हो गई या कोई किसी चीज को पुल पुश कर रहा है तो उसके पीछे की नॉइज हो गई, या घर के बाहर कोई सड़क पे कोई वाहन या कोई गाड़ी जा रही है तो उसका भी नॉइज हो गया। तो वो हमारी मीटिंग्स को डिस्टर्ब करते थे। बेसिकली उसके लिए कई बार क्या होता है कि जब वो डिस्टरबेंस आता है तो बीच बीच में मीटिंग्स को भी रोकना पड़ जाता था। इसकी वजह से हमें थोड़ा सा, जब हम कस्टमर के साथ इंटरेक्ट होते थे तो थोड़ा सा इसमें एम्बैरेसिंग फील होता था। तो और जब कई बार हम टीम के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर रहे होते थे, जब अपनी इंटरनल टीम के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर रहे होते थे या कोई प्रोजेक्ट से रिलेटेड कोई मीटिंग कर रहे होते थे, तो उसमें एक जो फ्लो होता था उस मीटिंग्स का, वो फ्लो भी बीच बीच में कहीं ना कहीं डिस्टर्ब होता था और मेन पॉइंट से माइंड्स इधर उधर हो जाते थे ड्यू टू दिस बैकग्राउंड नॉइज। मैं थैंकफुल हूँ एरिस टीम का। एरिस ने एक बहुत बढ़िया प्रोडक्ट इंट्रोड्यूस किया। काफी एक लंबे समय से मैं यूज भी कर रहा हूँ इस प्रोडक्ट को। तो यूज करने के बाद भी मुझे दिखा कि किसी भी तरीके का सिक्योरिटी का कोई थ्रेट हमें नहीं लगा, किसी भी तरीके का कोई इशू सिक्योरिटी से रिलेटेड नहीं आया। तो मैं अगर क्लैरिटी प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बताऊं तो ये इंस्टॉलेशन में भी इजी टू यूज है, सिक्योर भी है, और जो मुख्य प्रॉब्लम, जो मेन प्रॉब्लम है, वो प्रॉब्लम थी कि नॉइज की, बैकग्राउंड नॉइज की, उस प्रॉब्लम्स को एकदम रिजॉल्व कर दिया। मैं एक बार फिर से एरिस टीम को धन्यवाद दूंगा और इस तरीके के प्रोडक्ट को इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, और मैं चाहूंगा कि ये प्रोडक्ट वाइडली यूज हो, ज्यादातर लोग इसको यूज करें, क्योंकि इसको यूज करने का जो एक्सपीरियंस मैंने लिया है वो बहुत ही अच्छा रहा है, आउटपुट ओरिएंटेड रहा है।
Hi, my name is Gagan Mathur. I am practicing as an advocate. I and my team of advocates are doing litigation work in various courts. COVID and lockdown has greatly impacted the work situation in courts, and the courts were faced with new challenges on how to continue with hearings of urgent matters, which could not be delayed on account of COVID and lockdown. The hearing of such matters were conducted through video conferencing, and it took some time for many of our fraternity members to understand and get used to the changing dynamics and shift from physical hearings to virtual hearings. The challenges faced during these virtual hearings were quite different from what we face in physical hearings. We face connectivity issues, background noise of family members, kids demanding attention, neighbors' dog barking through official audio and video meetings. Such distractions makes the voice of the speaker unclear, leading to a lot of repetitions, echo, and at times clients' calls getting rescheduled too. These issues impacted connectivity, concentration, fluency in the arguments, and resulted in excess time being taken per case. Aeris introduced me to their latest innovation in noise cancellation called ClaerityAI. I downloaded the trial version of this solution after learning that it is GDPR compliant and none of the data is stored on cloud, but the data resides in my system. I found it both easy to download and install without any assistance. Since the last 8 weeks, I'm using Clarity AI regularly, all my meetings with my clients, my employees, and code sessions, and I use multiple collaboration platforms. Since I witnessed significant improvement in the quality of our conversations in both audio and video conferences. Lesser repetitions help close the meetings faster, the court hearings faster. Another noticeable and welcoming change was that Clarity AI eliminated the background noises of the speakers drastically. Working from home, there are a lot of distractions throughout the day, from chitter-chatter of family members to the TV and music sounds from kids' room to noises from the kitchen and neighbors' dogs barking. Today, all my team members are using this innovative technology and benefiting from it. I am satisfied user and without hesitation recommend the use of Clarity AI to all the students, lawyer committee, my co-workers, my team members. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Digvijay, the founder and CEO of Sobers Insight Forum. And I'm happy to share with you that the past few days, we have discovered a tool that has been really useful for our team. It's called Clarity AI. And what it does is really makes our phone calls very productive. Being an NGO in the field, our people are often in places where there's a lot of background sound, disturbance, sometimes even in office that ends up happening, and work from home. So what Clarity AI does is it cuts out, using the latest AI technology, it cuts off the background sound, making the calls much more productive because there's much less disturbance. In fact, they have found that sometimes we even have shorter calls because of the clarity and not having to go back and forth. So I think it's a great tool that Aeris Communications has come out with. And I would encourage everyone to use it and find the benefits, the productivity enhancement that we have also gained at Sobers Insight Forum. So looking forward to more such great products from Aeris Communications, which have a great impact for us while we're out in the field. Thank you to the entire team of Aeris Communications for thinking of our organization as one of the partners for this product, and looking forward to hear more success stories. Thank you.
A very big thank you to everyone for joining us for this launch event. I now invite Ranjit Kaul, Vice President and Country Manager, APAC and MEA Region, Aeris Communication, to deliver the thank you note.
Hi, my name is Ranjit Kaul. I am the VP and Country Manager for APAC and Africa at Aeris. I would like to thank all our dignitaries and our customers who joined us today for the launch of our new flagship product named Clarity AI. As Aeris has always been in the center of the tech, which enhances the productivity of organizations at various levels. This is our another effort in the same direction. The product is getting launched across Asia, India, and Asia Pacific, and we're also taking it to the Africa region. Thank you for your participation, and I'm sure you are excited about the product. I would request you all to go to www.clarity.ai and start your free trial package right now.
With that, it's a wrap on today's ceremony. On behalf of Cyber Media, we officially close the third edition of Voice and Data TLF 5G conference. I hope this has been an invigorating learning experience for each one of us, and we look forward to an even more power-packed fourth edition next year. Thank you all for joining.